order.
Tuesday, December 17th, 2019. Regular meeting of the Borough Council of the Borough of Lodi, New Jersey. Time 6 p.m. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act, the Lodi Borough Clerk has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof published in the Bergen Record by paid legal advertisement on October 22, 2018, and November 23, 2019, posted in the office of the Borough Clerk and on the Borough website. This meeting is being audio and video recorded.
Please stand for Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilman Leto is going to be late. Councilman DiChiara.
Here.
Councilman Carafa.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Martin.
Present.
And Mayor Luna.
Here.
Also present, Borough Clerk Carol D'Amico, Municipal Manager Vincent Caruso, Borough Attorney Alan Spinello, Borough Engineer Tom Solfaro, Police Chief Donald Scorzetti, DPW Director Brian Palladino, and Zoning Officer Construction Official Nick Melfi.
Certificates and awards.
There are none, Mayor.
Approval of minutes.
Approval of minutes. Executive meeting November 12th, 2019.
Motion.
Second.
Councilman DiChiara.
Yes.
Councilman Carafa.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin.
Yes.
And Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Closed session November 12th, 2019.
Motion.
Second.
Councilman DiChiara.
Yes.
Councilman Carafa.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin.
Yes.
And Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Regular meeting November 12th, 2019.
Motion.
Second.
Councilman DiChiara.
Yes.
Councilman Carafa.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin.
Yes.
And Mayor Luna.
Yes. Communications.
Communications are received and filed.
Report of the Borough Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple things. I don't know if we had previously announced this, but we just received notice of 2 new grant awards, one being over $900,000 for Green Acres Award for replacing all the lighting at all of our fields at Kennedy Park, Memorial, and Voto Tedesco with LEDs. So it's not only going to be better lighting, but it's also going to be a cost savings to the borough because of the less lighting energy cost with the new lights. We finally, with the help of the DPW director, finally got our FEMA hazardous mitigation grant. It's just about completed and closed out, so that'll be approximately another $100,000 that we're going to get. And finally, just want to say that tonight's meeting, for the first one, is being broadcast live to anybody who wishes to see it through our YouTube channel, which is Lodi Community TV, and it'll be available as an archive file within 48 hours after the meeting. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Good job, Mr. Caruso. Resolutions.
Resolutions. Executive meeting Tuesday, January 14th, 2020, 6 p.m. Regular meeting Tuesday, January 21st, 2020, 7 p.m.
Consent agenda.
Consent agenda. These resolutions are matters covering operation of government and will be passed by one roll call vote covering all items on the consent agenda. Resolution number 19-207, establishing goals for contracting with qualified veteran-owned business enterprises, hiring veterans in the municipal workforce, and recognizing the military service of residents in the civic affairs of the Borough of Lodi. Resolution number 19-216, approving bills for December 2019. Resolution number 19-217, authorizing the return of the balance of the following applicants' escrow deposit: number 10324, in the amount of $4,213.34, based on the recommendation of the Zoning Department. Metro PCS New York, LLC, 101 Route 46 West, Lodi, Block 122.01, Lot 96. Resolution number 19-218, confirming endorsement of a Bergen County Community Development Grant proposed by the Lodi Housing Authority in the amount of $200,000 for the Phase 2 infrastructure boiler replacement at the Massey Street Senior Citizen Complex. Resolution number 19-219, confirming endorsement of a Bergen County Community Development Grant proposed by the Lodi Housing Authority in the amount of $255,000 for the Phase 1 infrastructure boiler replacement at the North Main Street Senior Citizen Complex. Resolution number 19-221, authorizing the submission of a strategic plan for the Lodi Municipal Alliance Grant for the Lodi Municipal Drug Alliance Grant for the fiscal year 2021 in the amount of DEDR $13,933, cash match requirement $3,483.25, and in-kind requirement $10,449.75. Resolution number 19-222, authorizing entering into a municipal services agreement with Harrison Court Condominiums, a condominium for Solid Waste 2020 for the period commencing January 1st, 2020 and terminating December 31st, 2020, and authorizing Mayor Luna to execute the municipal services agreement. Resolution number 19-223, authorizing entering into a municipal services agreement with Lodi Manor, LLC, for Solid Waste 2020 for the period commencing January 1st, 2020 and terminating December 31st, 2020, and authorizing Mayor Luna to execute the municipal services agreement. Resolution number 19-224, authorizing entering into a municipal services agreement with Marlborough House Association, Incorporated, a condominium, for Solid Waste 2020 for the period commencing January 1st, 2020 and terminating December 31st, 2020, and authorizing Mayor Luna to execute the municipal services agreement. Resolution number 19-225, authorizing entering into a municipal services agreement with Terhune Courts Condominium Association, Incorporated, for Solid Waste 2020 for the period commencing January 1st, 2020 and terminating December 31st, 2020, and authorizing Mayor Luna to execute the municipal services agreement. Resolution number 19-227, authorizing the submission of a Bergen County Community Development Block Grant in the amount of $203,308.50 for the paving of McKinley Avenue, South Main Street to Roosevelt Avenue. Resolution number 19-228, supporting the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over 2019 year-end holiday crackdown from December 6, 2019 through January 1st, 2020. Resolution number 19-230, approving change order number 1 in the amount of $40,872.04, a 2.47% increase for the project titled Kennedy Park Improvements. Resolution number 19-231, authorizing final payment in the amount of $76,771.37 to Applied Landscape Technologies, subject to the submission of satisfactory documents to the borough engineer and municipal manager, and authorizing close of contract for the project titled Kennedy Park Improvements. Resolution number 19-232, governing body certification of the annual audit, year ending December 31st, 2018, and accepting the corrective action plan as prepared by the Chief Financial Officer. Resolution number 19-233, authorizing to enter into an agreement for consultant benefits coordinator with PIA Security Programs Incorporated for the period of January 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2020, and authorizing Mayor Luna to execute said agreement. Resolution number 19-234, authorizing to enter into an agreement for risk management consultant with Professional Insurance Associates, PIA Incorporated, for the period of January 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2020, and authorizing Mayor Luna to execute said agreement. Resolution number 19-235, calling for a study commission to review the Open Public Records Act. Resolution number 19-236, authorizing entering into an agreement with Fireworks Extravaganza Incorporated for a fireworks display scheduled to be held at Memorial Park on June 26, 2020, with a rain date of June 29, 2020, and authorizing Mayor Scott A. Luna to execute said agreement on behalf of the borough. Resolution number 19-237, authorizing a reclassification as a 15F exemption on the living space for Mrs. Sharon Salvation, 8AB Orchard Street, Lodi, Block 99.01, Lot 17.02. Department of Veterans Affairs has awarded Mrs. Sharon Salvation a full disability exemption and authorizing a refund of $3,714.90 for overpayment of 2019 taxes. 50% of the 2020 taxes will be paid by the widow of the veteran, and the balance of 2020 will be credited. Resolution number 19-238, acknowledging review and receipt of a copy of the Lodi Volunteer Fire Department Standard Operating Procedures on December 12, 2019, and to further acknowledge that said standard operating procedures were drafted as the voluntary act and deed of the fire department.
Do we get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
I'll let the record show that Councilman Leto arrived at 6:05. And Frank DeMaria, I'm sorry. Councilman Leto?
Yes.
Councilman DiChiara?
Yes.
Councilman Carafa?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin?
Yes.
And Mayor Luna.
I'm going to abstain on 19-216, bill number F0143, 19-02240, and Rezos 19-218, 19-219, 19-227, and yes on the rest.
Thank you.
Ordinances?
Ordinances. Hearing and adoption, ordinance number 2019-21. An ordinance to amend all previous applicable traffic ordinances and to amend ordinance 2019-05 to designate certain additional intersections as full stop streets in the Borough of Lodi.
Anyone wishing to be heard on ordinance 2019-21? Anybody wishing to be heard on number 2019-21?
Motion to close the hearing and adopt the ordinance?
Second.
Councilman Leto?
Yes.
Councilman DiChiara?
Yes.
Councilman Carafa?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin?
Yes.
And Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Hearing and adoption ordinance number 2019-22. An ordinance to amend all previous applicable traffic ordinances and to amend ordinance 84-8 to further restrict parking in the Borough of Lodi.
Anyone wishing to be heard on ordinance number 2019-22? Anyone wishing to be heard? Ordinance 219-22. Motion to close, accept.
Motion.
To close the hearing and adopt the ordinance?
Second.
Second.
Councilman Leto?
Yes.
Councilman DiChiara?
Yes.
Councilman Carafa?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin?
Yes.
And Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Hearing and adoption ordinance number 2019-23. An ordinance to amend all previous applicable traffic ordinances and to amend ordinance 84-8 to designate certain streets as no stopping or standing in the Borough of Lodi.
Anyone wishing to be heard on ordinance 2019-23? Anyone wishing to be heard? Ordinance 2019-23. Get a motion to close and adopt?
I'll make the motion to close and adopt.
Second.
Councilman Leto?
Yes.
Councilman DiChiara?
Yes.
Councilman Carafa?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin?
Yes.
And Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Introduction ordinance number 2019-24. An ordinance to amend all previous applicable traffic ordinances and to amend ordinance 84-8 to designate certain streets as no parking on certain dates and times in the Borough of Lodi.
Motion.
Second.
Councilman Leto?
Yes.
Councilman DeChara?
Yes.
Councilman Carafa?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin?
Yes.
And Mayor Lindner?
Yes. Any B resolutions?
No, Mayor.
Report from zoning officer, Mr. Murphy.
Thank you, Mayor. On November 9th through December 9th, following breakdown from the above dates. Total number of zoning inspections, 67. Total number of building inspections, 171, which includes some previous open permits. Regarding outstanding permits that we never pick up or pay for, we only have maybe 2 or 3 left to collect. Other than that, everything else has been brought up to date. We fulfilled 40 open requests. We collected $3,225 for CCO rentals, $150 for business, $1,700 in local zoning permits, $100 for building license, $30,826 for building department permits, with a total of $36,001. Sums that we had, the fines collected under property maintenance, we collected $2,000. Car dealership, $750. There are still 11 various pending cases scheduled for December 11th through January 29th, 2020. The following properties that have received summons that are pending are 14 Greenland, 2 Greenland, 7 Greenland, 28 Essex Street. As I've reported, construction is continuing at the following sites. You have the stair, 7 content, 60 industrial, 23 West Route 46. 145 Route 46, Pep Boys is now finished and complete. 130 Route 46 Mazda is complete with the parking lot. They're just starting on the building. And 200 Craig Street has submitted their applications, and they're going to get ready to start. We just emailed in the permit fees last night. Pretty much we got done gathering most of the copies of the COs and site plans for the car dealerships. We had a meeting last night here in the council change. It was an informal hearing between myself and Fire Official Longo and Sergeant Moore were here to discuss any questions that would be brought up. I read the ordinance word for word, the whole ordinance to them. I let them stop me in between every part of the ordinance if they had any questions, and there were some comments that were made regarding some of the changes they'd like to see, and I will report them at the next August meeting to discuss with Mayor and Council on, some of the minor changes that will help both of us. But I just want to let you know, I did assure them 2 or 3 times that the Mayor and Council, I'm speaking on behalf of the Mayor and Council, that nobody on the Mayor and Council has ever said that they want the car dealerships closed down. I specifically told them all we want them to do is be in compliance with the ordinance that we just reviewed. They understood it. They were thankful for it. I emailed them all, thank you today for coming to the meeting last night. Our next meeting with them will be January 13th, right here again, at 7 o'clock. At that time, which we'll have all the COs given to them for their new COs that will repeal and replace all their COs that they have. So at this time, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. And also from the building and zoning department, we'd like to wish everyone here a happy and healthy holiday season.
Nick, I have a question, Mayor. Just how is the attendance? Like, how many? Do you know how many you invited were here?
I think we had 12 out of 18 dealerships here last night.
Do we have
So we
so?
had a good, I think a fairly good turnout. And hopefully the rest of them will come to the next meeting with them. When they, in the hallways, they came in a little antsy and game busting. They left with basically saying thank you for this meeting. It was informative. They understood where I came from. So, hopefully, we made some progress last night. Like I said, in January's caucus, I'll bring up some of the issues, concerns that they had, and moving forward. And I think it was very productive.
Great, Nick. Thanks.
Anyone else?
The only question I have is if someone doesn't show after the next meeting, are we going to not email them, but send them?
They will get a copy.
A copy of the
We will send a regular registered mail and the orders we have.
Thank you very much.
Police report. Pleased to announce the new crosswalks at the Senior Citizen Complex on Main Street have been installed, also the ones on Union Street by DeReese Park. They're going to be striped shortly, and then we'll be opening shortly after that. Also went down last 2 weeks ago, I believe, complimented the DPW on a fine job on their first snowfall. I thought they did a great job with that. I'd also like to compliment Deputy Mayor Martin, Chamber of Commerce, we held our first mental health awareness symposium. I thought it was an eye-opening event. It was very informative. I thought it was a great thing for the community. So, Deputy Mayor, thank you for that. Also like to thank the DPW, Recreation Department, Rebecca Kerr, everybody involved for making our tree lighting a beautiful event this year. That's all I have. Any council reports?
I have one.
Yeah. Okay.
I spoke to a possible vendor for the Purple Heart Monument today. We'd like to get that program started, or the monument at least completed by springtime so we could have it installed. I'll discuss with the mayor and council and the borough manager shortly, and we'll get back to you with that. Thank you.
And if I may, the lights on Main Street, the different wreaths, the candles, a lot of positive feedback on that. A lot of positive feedback at the display in front of the Borough Hall. Social media has been really good. People who drive through, who I know, who don't live here, are really impressed about how the town looks. It's very nice to hear positive things. And I have to say, the building department, a lot of positive feedback from you and your workers about how people are walking in and how they're being treated. They're extremely helpful, so thank you, the people who work for you, because usually I get the other side of the complaint, and we're getting positive, which I enjoy, because I don't have to, it's good to hear two sides of the story, so. Very nice, thank you. Thank your crew upstairs.
Also, thank you, Mr. Caruso and Mr. Palladino for purchasing and going out there. It was the first time, I understand, since maybe the 90s that we bought new decorations for the streets.
Looks nice.
Looks great. Old business? New business? I'd like to open the meeting to the hearing of citizens. Each citizen will have 5 minutes to be heard. Anyone wishing to be heard, hearing of citizens? State your name and address.
Joe Scrozo, 515 Westminster Place, Lodi. We just came here to thank you for all you've done for us to improve our street for the past few years. We'd like to thank the mayor and council, and also previous mayor, Emil Carafa, for doing a great job for us. We'd like to thank Mr. Melfi and Chief Scorzetti and the Lodi Police Department for everything you've done for us. Go ahead.
We wish you a healthy and happy New Year.
Thanks.
Same to you.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Same to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, guys.
You too.
Anyone else wish to be heard? State your name and address.
Good evening, Lieutenant Colonel Lupo, Peter Lupo. I'm with the New Jersey Veterans Chamber of Commerce. I do the legislative outreach and public affairs for our Chamber of Commerce. So I just want to first thank you for adopting the veterans-friendly resolution. I also want to say hello to my fellow veterans in the back over here. I appreciate their service. They're definitely part of our older but great generation of people who served before I did. So for the benefit of the people in public, the initiative that was just adopted allows for 3 parking signs for veterans, 2, a targeted goal of hiring 5% of your workforce with veterans, and 3, a 6% set aside. Now, this allows returning veterans, people coming back from Afghanistan, as I just did 3 months ago, to get back on their feet. It's a great opportunity. People in the National Guard and Reserve, mom and pop businesses who had to shut shop and deploy and come back and effectively find the business is gone. So it's a great initiative that helps level the playing field. It gives an opportunity for veterans to come back and become productive members of communities and be able to live with dignity and be contributing members. It's very important. So I just want to thank the town council for that, and that's really all I really wanted to say. And yeah, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you for your service, Mr. Lupo.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard? Anyone else wishing to be heard? State your name and address, Joe.
Joe Augusta for Lucy Court. In the October meeting, the borough attorney said that they were still reviewing the codification.
Yeah, that's still in progress.
In the August 2018 executive meeting, the codification was already done, and it was brought to your attention by the borough manager. There was some minor changes that you spoke about, and you were going to revisit it. It wasn't available online, E-Code 360. It wasn't available online in August, but September of 2018, it was available. I don't know when it was taken down, but I would say September and November, October, November was still online. Is there any reason why the residents of Lodi can't search the codes and the laws?
All the borough ordinances are available for inspection and photocopying, made available through the borough clerk. The codification process, it involves getting all of the ordinances and all the amendments for all the years since the inception of the borough. Excuse me.
You can pull up the meeting yourself.
Excuse me.
It's on audio.
If you're going to interrupt me, I won't answer your question. If that's
Don't answer, because I know the answer to it.
Well, then you
I
don't
know
ask
it was
us.
already done, it was posted, and it was taken down.
If I may, Mr. Augusta, I think the meeting, it was at a work session where you heard that, is that correct?
Yeah,
in August?
2018.
Okay. That was the zoning portion of the codification.
Right, the
There's
mapping
still,
and the codification.
there's still a whole list of other things that don't apply to zoning that need to be still codified.
In September of 2018, that was all posted online. In fact, the meeting that I went to then in September of 2018, the first public meeting I ever spoke at, I was referencing the chapter 567, which is sales of vehicles, which
Right.
directly corresponds to 808-31.
31, right.
So it was given by the town. So they didn't just get that out of thin air and just happened to be exactly right. So
I explained to you. I
I
explained to you last time
Right.
that there was a codification company that put up a draft of an ordinance without our approval. They posted it online, and when it was brought to our attention by an attorney that appeared before one of our planning boards, we notified them that nothing has been codified. You have an erroneous ordinance that's up that's not even ours,
But
and they
it was all
immediately took it
codified
down.
in August of 2018. It was already done by Mr.
No.
Melfi
No, it
and
wasn't.
Mr. Paparossi.
You're wrong.
Then go ahead and pull up
You're wrong.
you can
No.
you can open request you can get
No.
the meeting yourself.
I'm not-
2018 August executive meeting.
They did a draft of some
Every other
revisions.
town around Lodi has their codes and ordinances posted online, and they're easily searchable. You don't want the people to know what the codes and ordinances are here? You guys trying to hide something? Why aren't they available? How is that being transparent if you don't make the codes and the ordinances available online?
Apparently, you don't understand that I told you that that's one division that had to go through revisions, just the zoning department. There's the police
It was
department.
brought
There's the
online in September.
And
I
what-
had access to it in September.
And what did I just tell you?
I
That
have
was not
copies
put up
of
by the
things that I
borough.
pulled off that website that are directly going to correlate to the ordinances. That
What
was-
happened was I got a call from an attorney that appeared before a planning board, went in with a code that something was posted online, and the planning board said, that's not even our ordinance. Whatever codification company put that up online was a different municipality's ordinance.
Can
We
you
never
sell
sent it.
vehicles in Lodi without the council issuing a vehicle license? No, right? So how is it that 155 Auto Gallery, how is it that they're selling vehicles there if the council never issued them a license to do so? How is it that 155 and 165, same business owner, different property owners, how did they put up lights that are, I would say, 5 to 10 times brighter than they should be, that the whole back, everybody's house in the back, it looks like daytime at night? I brought this to your attention a few months ago, right, Mr. Russo? You and Mr. Melfi.
I don't remember about the lights, but okay.
Yeah, and they're on the telephone poles. Who owns the telephone poles? How do they have their lights?
At the
on
utility, it depends. Could be Verizon, could be PSE&G, it depends.
Okay.
We don't own them.
No, you don't own them.
We don't own them.
Who pays for the lighting on the utility poles?
On private property?
No,
Or on the
public
street?
property.
On public property, the borough does.
So the borough's paying for their lighting?
No, Mr. Augusta, you can actually have public service can actually put a light on their pole that you pay for that shines on your property.
That's right.
I have one on my business. So it's $10 a month that they pay for, not
But
us.
who authorized them? Does the town have to give them approval? The lighting that they have in there is, like I said, 5 to 10 times brighter. It's at night, it's like daytime in back of like 4 or 5 houses. Directly onto the houses, right into the windows. And I made Mr. Crusoe aware of this a few months ago.
Just checking. Enjoy your time.
Excuse me, your time is up.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Any other citizens wishing to be heard?
Dominic Stain, 89 Avenue E. Sorry I rushed late. I just realized it was 6 o'clock instead of 7 tonight. I have a question in that we didn't plant trees this year because of some snafu between changing over from bidding to quoting. And once figured out how it was to be done, it was too late to do it. I'm wondering if that money, we could use it in an early spring planting.
Mr. Stain, that'd be something I'd have to speak with my CFO and the auditor about as far as that money. That money, if the appropriations were for this budget that we're in now, which expires at the end of the year, so we'd have to see if that money, otherwise that money's probably just funneled back into the general account. But I don't know if I'm wrong on that, Frank, but yeah. If it's available, I don't see why it wouldn't be a problem to do an early spring planting. But it's our intention also in 2020, because we didn't do anything in 2019, to make sure that we do a planting in 2020. So that's not going to be a problem.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have to say, Mr. Caiafa, in March it'll be 30 years that we put this program into effect.
I remember.
I know, because your name is on here.
On the original. I know.
30 years. This is the first year that we're missing not planting a tree. So it kind of upset me a little bit. I have to say that last night I was at a meeting, and I have to tell you, with the auto dealers, you did a fantastic job. I think you did well, and they responded, and you hit them on the head when they needed to be hit on the head. And I thank you very much, and all of you have a happy and Merry Christmas, and
you too, Mr.
Happy
Stain.
New Year.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else wishing to be heard? Get a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Councilman Leto? Councilman DeChara?
Yes.
Councilman Carafa?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin?
Yes.
And Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Time is 6:32 p.m.
I'd like to wish everyone a happy holiday and best wishes for a happy, healthy, peaceful